Okay, this is 51B as in boy in Algebra 2, dealing with imaginary numbers. And I had on there just a minute ago in the last video, that equals I. Negative 1 equals I squared. Negative I equals I to the third power. And 1 equals I to the fourth power. Okay, so what if I had I to the 16th power? What is that going to be? Okay, that's what we're going to learn. You don't have to write all of them down into infinity. You just have to know these four. And I don't know, I've never really seen a book teach this before, so I don't know where I came up with it. I'm sure it wasn't me, but anyway, I learned it somewhere. That you can find out the value of any I number based on this information. So let's say that we have I squared. Well, I squared, we look at our list, and I squared is negative 1. What if we have I to the 7th power? What is that? Well, my list doesn't go that far. It stops at 4. So what I do is I say, how many times does 4 go into 7? It goes into it one time with how many left over? With 3 left over. So what is in my division here, I'm going to use that one there. And it will always be a number between 1 and 4. So it will always work here. So I to the 7th is the same as I cubed, which is negative I. What if I have I to the 18th power? Well, 4 goes into 18 4 times with 2 left over. So I squared. That gives me negative 1. What about I to the 56th power? What does that equal? Well, 4 goes into 56, I don't know how many times. And my exponent is 0. I have 0 left over. So it's I to the 0 power. Any number to the 0 power is 1. Okay, what about something like I to the 23rd power? Well, 4 goes into 23 5 times with 3 left over. So it's the same as I cubed, which is negative I. Okay, so if you just use this here, you can figure out the value of anything without doing it the way the book does it, because you know the way I am with the book, I don't really follow it sometimes. Okay, I need to get that back. There we go. Alright, so let's look at 51.5. 2I minus 3I plus 2I minus 4 minus the square root of negative 4. Okay, I had that on there before. So this is going to be 2I squared minus 3I cubed plus 2I minus 4 minus, remember when you have a negative there, you bring an I out and you have the square root of 4. And we know the square root of 4 is 2, so that's going to be minus 2I. Alright, I squared, what is that? Negative 1. 3. What's I cubed? I cubed is negative I. Okay, let's keep going. This is going to be negative 2. Negative 3 times negative I is positive 3I plus 2I minus 4 minus 2I. Alright. 2I minus 2I is 0, so those go away. Negative 2 minus 4 is negative 6, and that little 3I is all by itself, and that's what I get for an answer when I combine. Okay, let's jump to example 51.6. I have 3I cubed plus 2I squared plus 7I plus 4 plus 2I to the 5th power. I cubed is right there. It's negative I. 2, I already, whoops, let's get some things straight here. 2, I squared is negative 1. I to the 5th. 4 goes into 5 one time with how many left over? 1 left over. So I to the first power is that there, which is actually just I. So let's get rid of that. It won't let me get rid of it. So that's just actually I square root of negative 1. Alright, so we've got negative 3I minus 2 plus 7I plus 4 plus 2I. Put all these guys together, and we have 6I. So that's 4, 5, 6. And put this one and this one together, plus 2. The only thing wrong is it's in the wrong order. And I get that for my answer. And that's it. That's lesson 51. And gosh, I look at the homework just like normal. A and B should be okay. I'm doing them just like I did the last 2 examples. And if you continue on, gosh, I don't think there's anything else from lesson. Oh, wait a minute. 6, 7, 8, and 9 are from lesson 51, and you're just simplifying them. Probably the biggest struggle you're going to have is taking these and converting them. Okay, so we're trying to get it so we don't have any squares, cubes, or fifth roots or anything. So, we just use this little chart over here to change. I cubed, change it to negative I. I squared, change it to negative 1. I to the 5th, that becomes just an I, because 4 goes into 5 one time, which we don't care how many times it goes into it. We just care about the remainder. The remainder is 1. So I to the 5th is the same as just I. So anyway, that's it for lesson 51.